Hello everyone and welcome to the Financial Frontiers channel. Let's get that energy up. I want to hear that hustle in the comments. Today we're diving deep into the DNA of success, the traits that separate the giants from the dreamers, the 5 qualities every successful entrepreneur must have. These aren't just buzzwords, folks. These are battle-tested, time-proven characteristics you see in every founder who built an empire from the ground up. Whether you're already running your own show or just starting to feel that entrepreneurial fire, this video is packed with golden nuggets of wisdom you need to hear. But before we jump in, tap that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future game-changing content. All right, let's talk about resilience. It's a word that's thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean for an entrepreneur? Resilience is the ability to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. It's not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward, learning and growing from every setback. This isn't just some motivational poster BS, something you hang on your wall and forget about. It's a mindset, a way of life. It's about having the grit to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. This is the bedrock, the foundation of every entrepreneurial success story out there. Just like a building needs a strong foundation to stand tall, an entrepreneur needs resilience to weather the storms of business. Look, anyone can talk a big game when things are good, but real entrepreneurs, they thrive in the face of adversity. They don't just survive tough times, they use them as opportunities to innovate and grow. Resilience isn't about never getting knocked down. It's about getting knocked down 7 times and getting up 8. It's about having the courage to stand up and fight for your dreams no matter how many times you fall. It's about staring failure in the face and saying, you think this is going to stop me? You haven't seen anything yet. It's about turning every failure into a stepping stone towards success. Remember, every single entrepreneur, from your favorite tech CEO to the local coffee shop owner, has faced moments of doubt. Moments where giving up felt easier than pushing forward. But they didn't let those moments define them. They didn't give up. They dug deep. They learned from their mistakes. And they came back stronger. They understood that every setback was a setup for a comeback. And that's the key, right? Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's a muscle you build through action, through facing your fears and coming out on the other side. It's about consistently pushing your limits and expanding your comfort zone. So embrace the challenges, learn from the setbacks, and remember, the only way to truly fail is to quit. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, to become better, and to move one step closer to your goals. Keep pushing, keep striving, and never, ever give up. Let's talk about risk, because let's be real, entrepreneurship is all about taking risks, but not just any risks. We're talking about smart, calculated risks, the kind that can make or break your business. But here's the thing, successful entrepreneurs, they don't gamble, they strategize. They don't just throw money at an idea and hope it sticks. They meticulously plan, analyze, and execute. They understand the market, their competition, and most importantly, their own strengths and weaknesses. They take calculated risks. They understand that every decision has consequences, and they make damn sure those consequences are in their favor. They use data, insights, and sometimes even gut feelings honed by experience to make informed decisions. It's like playing chess. You don't just move a piece hoping for the best. You think 5, 10 steps ahead. You consider every possible outcome, every potential move your opponent might make, and you plan accordingly. You analyze the board, you anticipate your opponent's moves, and you make calculated decisions that put you in a position to win. It's a game of strategy, patience, and foresight, and just like in chess, in business, you need to be prepared for the unexpected. That's what separates the entrepreneurs who build empires from the ones who go bust. The ability to think ahead, to plan for the long term, and to make decisions that might not pay off immediately but will yield significant returns in the future. They don't jump into the deep end without knowing how to swim. They take the time to learn, to adapt, and to make sure they have a plan. They invest in themselves, in their education, and in their skills. They understand that knowledge is power, and they use that power to navigate the complex world of business. Look at Elon Musk, right? The guy put everything on the line for SpaceX and Tesla, but he didn't do it blindly. He had a vision, a plan, and the determination to see it through. He faced countless challenges, but he never gave up. He did his research, he surrounded himself with the best in the business, and he took calculated risks that paid off big time. He knew the stakes, he understood the risks, and he was prepared to face the consequences, and that's what made all the difference. So remember, taking risks is essential, but taking calculated risks, that's how you win the game. It's about being smart, being prepared, and always thinking several steps ahead. It's about playing chess, not checkers, and that's how you build a successful business. Chapter 3. Let's talk leadership, because you can't build an empire alone. You need a team, a tribe of passionate, dedicated individuals who believe in your vision as much as you do. And that's what great leaders do. They inspire, they motivate, they create a culture where everyone feels valued and empowered to do their best work. And it's not about barking orders from the top. It's about rolling up your sleeves, getting in the trenches with your team and leading by example. It's about listening to your team, understanding their strengths and weaknesses, and creating an environment where they can thrive. Remember, a leader without a team is just a person with a to-do list. Build a strong team, empower them, and watch as they move mountains to achieve your shared vision. Chapter 4. Let's talk vision, because this is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Successful entrepreneurs, they don't just see what is, they see what could be. They have a clear, compelling vision of the future, and they're relentless in their pursuit of making that vision a reality. It's like having a roadmap, a guiding light that keeps you on track, even when the going gets tough. But it's more than just a goal. It's a deep-seated belief in what's possible, a belief that fuels your passion and inspires those around you. Think about Steve Jobs, right? He didn't just want to build a computer, he wanted to change the world. And that vision, that unwavering belief in his ability to make a dent in the universe, that's what drove him to create some of the most iconic products in history. So find your vision, define it, refine it, and let it be the driving force behind every decision you make. Chapter 5. Let's talk about failure, because let's be real, it's going to happen. It's an inevitable part of any journey, especially when you're striving for something big. Whether you're starting a new business, pursuing a creative project, or trying to make a significant change in your life, setbacks are bound to occur. Every entrepreneur, no matter how successful, has faced setbacks, has made mistakes, has stumbled along the way. These moments of failure can feel like the end of the world, but they are far from it. They are, in fact, the building blocks of success. Each mistake is a lesson, each setback a chance to grow. But here's the difference. Successful entrepreneurs, they don't let failure define them. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth or potential. Instead, they see it as a temporary state, a challenge to overcome. They pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and keep moving forward with even more determination. They embrace it as a learning opportunity, a chance to get better, to refine their approach, and to come back stronger than ever. They analyze what went wrong, seek feedback, and make necessary adjustments. This mindset of continuous improvement is what sets them apart. Remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. It's a crucial part of the journey that helps you build resilience, gain experience, and develop a deeper understanding of your goals and how to achieve them. It's about having the humility to acknowledge your mistakes, the courage to learn from them, and the resilience to get back up and try again. And this combination of humility, courage, and resilience is what fuels long-term success. It's what keeps you going when things get tough. Think about J.K. Rowling, right? Her story is a perfect example of resilience in the face of repeated failure. Her first Harry Potter book was rejected by 12 different publishers before it finally found a home. Each rejection could have been a reason to give up, but she didn't. She believed in her story and kept pushing forward. Imagine if she'd given up after the first rejection, or the 5th, or even the 11th. The world would have missed out on one of the most beloved literary series of all time. The world would be a much less magical place. Her perseverance not only brought her success, but also brought joy and inspiration to millions of readers around the globe. So embrace failure, learn from it, and use it as fuel to propel you towards your goals. Remember, every stumble is a step forward on the road to success. Keep moving, keep learning, and never give up. There you have it, the 5 must-have traits for entrepreneurial success. Resilience, calculated, risk-taking leadership vision, and the ability to learn from failure. Remember, being an entrepreneur isn't easy. It takes guts, it takes determination, it takes a whole lot of hustle. But if you can cultivate these qualities, if you can embrace the challenges and learn from your mistakes, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these qualities do you think is most important for entrepreneurial success? Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.